Thanks for staying with us. So today's hot topic is about a man who has been described as a legend by patriarchy. He has been described as a legend by men across the globe. This is the Director General of the National Financial Investigation Agency of Equatorial Guinea. His name is Baltasar Ngonga. He has been arrested for allegedly recording over 400 sex tapes of wives of notable people in the country. Now, I have a Gen Z that works with me. I describe the man as a legend.
Hi.
His name is Bolu. Let me preserve his surname. Anyway, the scandal emerged in the course of a fraud investigation against the 54-year-old man. He's probably known as Bello. Now, this man in Equatorial Guinea is a leader, and when the footages were released, obviously it became a scandal. Now, how can one human being have sexual relations with 400 people, not just regular people, people really close to him? Some they said is his brother's wife, the vice president's wife.
The president.
Is it the president's wife?
President Ganga.
No, not president's wife.
Sister.
President's
sister. Sorry, not wife. President's sister.
Ministers' wives, about 20 ministers' wives, his pastor's wife. The list goes on. Now, these conversations are in different levels. The graphic videos have been passed around on social media. Unfortunately, I haven't seen it, but YK has seen most of it. She explained to us what she was looking for in those videos. But, you know, we saw that she was quite thrilled when she was watching the video, so she would tell us exactly what she saw. But the truth is, there's a deeper conversation. And the deeper conversation is, first of all, the man didn't commit any crime, because from the videos, it was obvious that it was a consensual relationship. So the conversation is, why so many notable people seem to be interested in this act, but society makes it look as if it's only for bad people. Like, this act is for certain kinds of women. But if we look at the videos, these are respectable women. These are women who are up there. These are women who go out with entourage. They go out like this is like they have a ministry for helping people, but yet they have one innate desire that their spouses are unable to meet. But society doesn't see that part, that desire in them. But they found a gentleman, Bello, who was willing to donate. What are your thoughts?
More than willing.
It's one part of this act, is another part of the issue, societal African issue, that we pretend men don't like, it doesn't exist. Let me start. Let's start with you. Let me start with YK, since you watched the videos. YK, tell us, describe to us your understanding of what you saw.
What me I saw, the women were willing participants.
Okay.
I can't see any no.
Did you watch the video?
Did you watch? You refuse to watch.
I don't understand.
Watch the video.
When did you watch the
watching
video?
the video.
You now watch this morning, and you're pretending here like you have never watched
I said I'm not interested. I don't want to feel bad.
So I mean that I watched the video.
Let her talk now. Let her talk.
Yeah, I watched it like this.
YK, okay, we heard you. We know you. Well, don't describe what you saw. Describe what your understanding of what you saw.
Okay, I can't describe because I saw one woman with, I don't know. And she was very willing. There was one looking at the camera like this. Looking. You will tell me that one, don't know that. There was one, he set the camera like this. She was doing like this to the camera.
So obviously they are willing adults.
We're willing, yeah. Okay? I also agree.
Now,
So my own is that, why have they arrested him? Is it a crime?
abuse of office, conflict of interest.
On what?
To get to your turn, let's YK finish.
On what now?
Why now? When you finish, I'll tell you my own why.
Okay, just to let you know, based on the updates from what I have, a report says that the police has already released him and is on his way back to his family. He has advised men to handle their women very well in bed, since he cannot keep helping them.
No, those are not.
Okay, let me come to you. This is what my producer said to me.
Read his office again.
He is the DG, National Financial Investigation Agency of Equatorial Guinea.
Their own EFCC.
Okay.
Now, the women in this case are wives of notable Equatorial Guineans.
Okay.
It's, to me, the way I see it, I argued it with people this morning when I got to work. It looks to me like a blackmail enjoyed. I'm investigating you. I have damning evidence. I can swipe it out. What I need, send your wife. Their wives were the ones. All the women in this case were married. Maybe not all, but most of the women were married and notable women. People also mentioned that it's possible that because he has 5 boys and 1 girl, he has a beautiful family. Very easy to get somebody like this. That is acclaimed to have the male seed.
Yeah.
And he was helping them because if you don't have male children in patriarchy, the women are worried and were going there. For those who were dealing with infertility, they were trying to have kids. But there must be a benefit to an office holder. And I think that there's an actionable ground there. If you like, let him have 1,000.
You think? You're not sure?
I'm not sure. I'm sure when they dig well, they'll find evidence. If they find evidence of anybody being investigated whose wife was found to be with this one, then there's a ground. I don't know how their books are. But if you go to the abroad, they'll call it conflict of interest at office. That's how we establish sex for marks. Even when a student comes to you as if she's willing, it's an advantage example that will determine whether she was voluntarily doing it. If a woman in an IDP camp, hungry with her kids, whose food was held by a soldier, goes to the soldier, she was a willing party. Is that what you're saying? That's my own I cannot believe 400 women in our level of jealousy. They even tell me last on that Zip wants to bring a new wife. My body will go up. My blood pressure will kinikon. Ordinarily, with all my Islamic belief of polygamy, I will worry. So I cannot imagine those 400 women. They didn't nude of each other. They didn't suspect each other. They didn't show jealousy because there was a video where they were pointed. They were all in a group photo with him. And these women were smiling in that photo.
Nima,
somebody is blackmailing somebody.
Okay. So that's a possibility, and I think it's deserving it.
It's an allegation.
Yes.
I did not allege you.
No, she's just giving a possibility. We are all speculating. We don't know.
She's alleging that.
If I even allege that,
I'm saying
her personal opinion, alleging
I'm saying it's a worthy position that is deserving of its own respect and credibility or regard. That's on one hand.
Yeah.
You can have your own position. We're not there. We have no idea.
Yeah.
But I think that's a point. Let me come to you, BC. What are your own thoughts on this legend?
Okay, so first of all, I think it's competing with Solomon.
I like that you're calling him a legend. By yourself. Nobody forced you.
Solomon had 300 wives and how many concubines again? And, men have the capacity to have as many women as they want. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you're done, right? But I also want to disagree that is a case of blackmail. Because I know that the people he had slept with their wives were notable people in the society. They were powerful people in the society. Even if they have a case that he's resolving, he dares not call them to send his wife or he would drop the case. They would have killed him. They have power. President's sister.
And you think he would take their wives? They will not know.
President's, how would they know? They talk and say no, this world. Nobody will know. President's sister. So, okay, are you saying the president sent the sister to go and stop him from blackmailing minister's wife, and they had not come together to get people to knock him out. You just hear that he slept, he did not wake up. He ate apple, he did not come up. He drank tea, anything can happen because they are powerful men. You don't mess with such people. Even when you're handling their cases, there's a way you treat such people because your life could be in danger. People in politics...
they never picked that governor.
Exactly. People in politics have the power to do and undo. We know that one. Now, secondly, there's an underlying issue here with this man. This man is not just a pervert. This man is sick mentally. This man is probably narcissistic. Now, sickness will make you do 400 people the video ram now. Whether he's deliberate or not, you are sick innately. You just don't know that you're sick, right? He's either narcissistic in nature, he has narcissistic personality disorder that will allow him to have such relations with women over and over and record it for his pleasure. So what we're seeing is him just being a bad guy, him just being a wicked guy. In his head, He's enjoying himself, he's having fun, and those people are also enjoying themselves. And he may also be able to perform very well. Like how Mariah introduced the issue, that a lot of women in marriages do not have some certain type of sexual relations with their husbands, right? It's a problem that we like to deny. Like we like to act like it's not there, it does not exist. Once you are married, there, just hold yourself. Whether he give you, he no give you. Just stay there, for better, for worse. The world is changing. Women are now waking up to say that I have needs. I want to be able to reach El Dorado. I want to be able to be touched, and I'm feeling a certain type of way. And they go out to get that. When they find somebody who delivers that to them, they will stay in that relationship. You are there on your own, judging that, no, this person is a politician's wife. She cannot, or a pastor's wife. She cannot. You don't know their needs. You don't know how far they can go to get their needs. You don't know how far they can go to cover their tracks when they are getting their needs. So should we have an open conversation to see that this actually happens, and how do we end it?
So this is where, so that I'm saying that there are different layers. I like Nima's layer is very, very possible that this man, who is probably the head of EFCC-ish in their country, may be blackmailing their husbands, where he's saying, what I need is your wife. That's a possibility. There's also the possibility that this man is meeting a need that society has made irrelevant or inconsequential in the lives of many women. There are a lot of women today, many of them, because we hear of these things, many of them are in mosques, they are in churches, they are in ministries, they are in political positions, and they're having toy boys. Because Oga is a governor, he's a minister, he's not available. So I'm just saying that Nima, you cannot discountenance the position she took. That there are women who have this need, but society makes them feel as if to suppress it. And there is a man who seems to be willing to provide this, very willing. They will take. Somebody can even recommend, and sister, that guy, go and meet him, he'll sort you out.
You are giving this guy relevance.
Okay.
From this angle.
No,
end of it, somebody who is career-wise successful, you don't reach the pinnacle of your career. You're a gigolo. Is that what you're saying? That the women, let's assume all the women are sexually dissatisfied in their marriages. All 400 women that are jealous by nature, are willing to share. Women are not willing to share.
They're not looking for a relationship with Nima.
Nima don't have husbands now.
Walk back for long. They accept like that. Does not mean that they are willing. Women would tear each other apart.
Do you realize they are not interested in a relationship?
They are not interested.
It's just to do and go.
Collect, correct.
Now, I wanted to answer BC on the power of the investigator and the power of blackmail. We have example here. And the fact that the men did not take any fight to this man is because they are in the know. They offered their wives. We know women have been offered these cases a lot of times.
Yes, we accept
These men seem not to know. For as long as these videos were done, all these top men the women were married to seem unaware. It's impossible.
Okay.
I believe that all of them, one person did not find out and he didn't act. I will tell you what.
Let me pause you for a second. They talk. Austin has been holding. I'll come back to you, Nima. Austin from Surulere, thanks for calling. You're live.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's an interesting topic. I just wanted to say from what I've observed and read and heard is there is a moral decadence in society. And what you're saying is personal. You know, there are people that would rather die than to compromise. But there are people, my wife made me to understand that when it comes to sex, there are categories of women that are weak. And there are other people that would rather die for you to have their body. So it depends on what value somebody has been doing over the years. And the society sometimes puts so much pressure on them. So it's left for the women, as many of those are listening now to this program, that no matter the pressure, there are things that should be so precious to you that because of tomorrow, because of who you are, just like you women amongst you now, is there anybody amongst you that the husband will say, you know what, I have a case with EFCC, go and meet the chairman. You dare not. You would rather die.
Yes.
So it depends on the values those women have incorporated over the years. Thank you. And they add up for God's sake. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me let you
Because I'm
finish.
trying. Okay, finish.
My
it.
point is the power of the investigator. We have an example here. As powerful as, what's the name, the kidnapper was, Abakari, while investigating him, was blackmailing him for money, which is standing trial for right now. He came out. He was reaching agreement with drug peddlers in that charge and the evidence we saw on media, and he was negotiating with them, people who can actually pull a gun out on him, even though he has video evidence and power. But he negotiated with them. That's the power of the investigator. You don't know how many evidences he has. Now, in this place, we are discussing videos here, which means that the man gathers further evidences upon every of his escapades. A willing partner who knows his video is already there will just be there. That you see a person smiling in that kind of situation does not necessarily prove willingness. That's my point. And as far as I'm concerned, the man, if it's thank God we have even advanced, because the kind of thing I want to say, if it was those days before when we did not have all these civil laws and common laws, we know what we have.
Right.
Would have
Let me
done.
pause you.
The land with somebody.
Let me pause you. Let me take this call, then I'll come to you. Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Yeah,
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, actually, the case being discussed a pathetic one. No one will imagine a human being will do such. Even so far, the women are throwing themselves at you 400. So that's a criminal. I'm not sure it's all right, but 400.
Thank you, engineer. Let me. I didn't hear him very well.
He says, he says he finds it unbelievable. Just as I find it, he says it is not possible that 400 women, as in 100
Okay,
times
Nima,
4.
let me run down the list of the women we're talking about. Some of them.
Thank you.
The wife of the director of presidential security. Okay. The attorney general's wife.
Thank you.
The daughter of the director general of police.
Thank you.
The wife of his pastor's little brother. Is that one also being sued for? Wait now. His pastor's little brother. His godfather's wife.
Which case that one?
His sentry's wife. His bodyguard's wife.
Which case that one?
15 friends of his younger sister.
Which case that one?
His pastor's wife. The wife of several ministers, including Minister Oburu. His own little brother's wife.
Which
His
case
uncle's
that one?
pregnant wife.
Good.
He's a
So
sick
if
man.
the guy-
This man is sick. This man is sick. Wait. This man is sick. Wait, Nima, wait. Nima, wait.
Hey,
Nima,
He don't destroy family.
we didn't have people that were closely related to him in the mix. We can now go with your position that is likely blackmail, since all the people he's dealing with are, important people's wives. So I want to assume that all of them in that country. Wait now, that they are
It's
thieves,
because of
right?
his nature that one
But,
joined.
no,
Alagbere.
he had relations with his brother's wife,
Alagbere.
his pastor's wife, his bodyguard's wife.
His cousins, he's not read that part.
Thank you.
His
That's-
cousins
wait, now, allow me
must have been
land my
raping
thoughts.
them when they were doing public
Oh,
holiday.
Nima,
Allow me
wait,
land
let
my
her finish.
thoughts.
Let her finish.
That means that what we're looking at is not only physical, it is psychological. This is a
spiritual,
sick
it's
man.
spiritual. They say
Anything
pregnant
we
woman,
call
they-
her. This
they
is
can
a
do
sick
juju.
man. Which juju they do again for
They don't
Equatorial
dey
Guinea.
Nima, wait. Let her
Ah.
finish. Let her finish, please.
This man is a sick man who needs psychological evaluation. Now, you are saying he is recording the videos for evidence. Not necessarily. People have kinks that they enjoy. People like to watch themselves make out. So they record it. Now, you think 400 is a lot? Many men in our country have knocked more than 1,000 because they don't keep record, you don't know. How long does it take to knock somebody?
In a lifetime?
Yes.
1,000.
Yes. I can tell you categorically, many men here have conquered a lot of women, and you're not aware.
And
They
you
just
never
do it.
die.
How
And
you
you
want
don't
to
run out
die?
of blood.
How many minutes that they use? People like that don't use a lot of time. So, but those are not the issues. The issues is how do we begin to deal? So the heartbreak on the wife's part, to understand that you have been living with a psychopath all your life. How is she going to handle this situation? One. Two, the husbands of the people whose faces are now showing in the videos. It will shock you that many of the men who are not even aware of their needs, their wife's sexual needs, are not aware that their wives are going out. And then a video comes out, and you are seeing your madam, who probably with ties can't go to church,
God bless
pray
you.
for you in the
Bisi,
midnight.
pause. Wait.
Oh,
You see, this is where I want this conversation to go. Because I don't want to stay on the periphery. The deeper issue is that there are many mothers, aunties, who are tying scarf up and down.
Yes.
Doing mommy Gio, doing prayer warrior in the war room, who are doing hijabites, who are doing holy. They come to you and say, look at all this makeup, look at all this, you know. But in their mind, inside, they are desiring this thing.
Yeah.
Now, these people, because of their position, they're able to find a bello to meet this need. All these other women,
please, that's somebody's son.
Wait, now.
Call him his son name.
No, they call him
now.
Bello. They call him Bello. That's what they call him. They call him Bello. They don't call him Congo. It's Bello. That is the report.
His name is even
So
enough.
the point is, can society face the reality that this need is there? These are women that look like they are totally undesirable to you. Somebody else, they are willing participants.
Yeah.
YK,
Can I just deviate a bit? Because I disagree that you are calling this man a psychopath. I disagree.
No, but that's what...
He said, excuse me, he's enjoying his life.
yes, now...
That doesn't make him a psychopath.
No, he doesn't.
Please. If he likes that thing, it doesn't mean he's a psychopath now. It just means he likes it.
but it's irresponsible,
And
YK.
he say, excuse me,
Wanting
and-
people.
There's a
and,
level...
excuse me, and they are willing participants.
But if you're committed to somebody,
Wait,
YK.
let me finish now.
You know, I'm your moderator. I can cut it to you. YK.
People don't let me. When I finish, answer me.
Okay, you're finished.
When I finish.
Okay, ma.
I have not finished.
Okay, go ahead.
So they came willingly. And he, a willing participant, because maybe he has a high drive. And you are now abusing him that he's a psychopath, he's a madman. He's not mad.
But
He's just a man who has a high sexual drive. And those women have been participating willingly.
YK, there's a moral code here. You are married to one person. There's a responsibility society expects you to uphold. You're not supposed to have 400
If you go to
extras.
the moral code,
Yes.
it's different. If you like go to the moral code, I'm just saying, stop saying he's mad. That's not
Is
case
it normal?
madness.
Is it normal?
Let me tell you, let me
Okay, it's not mad, but it's abnormal. It's not normal. And 400.
Let me tell you what
400.
happens.
How
Wait
many
now.
lifetime? How many you want to do in your lifetime?
How many days there for 1 year? Maybe 360.
You need to have every day.
365.
Can you
If
do
take one
every day?
Every day. 400.
You
Don't go
cannot
now.
do every day. You go need blood.
No, maybe na in blood be
I
that.
can't hear anybody. I can't hear anybody.
It cannot be
Maybe
every
na in
day.
blood be that. You don't know.
Guys, it's not Thursday, it's Tuesday. We're still serious.
Look at how
Are
this
you
man
sure?
here
Are you sure
jealousy
this
him.
is Tuesday?
Before I forget my thoughts.
I can see them now. They're jealousy him. Is it because they don't want to talk?
YK, let me let BC jump in here.
Jump in.
Drink your water, please. Yeah, YK, yeah, BC talk.
When you say he's normal, he's just enjoying himself, there's a level to which you seek for dopamine, which is at the normalcy level. When you exceed that normalcy level, it becomes abnormal because now you are hooking, you are intoxicated with that dopamine and you do whatever it takes to get that hit and to get that high. That's the level in which he is. He's addicted. So he's not a normal human being because I have people around me who knack every day and it's one woman. They are not going to knack different women because they have high libido. He's not the first man that has high libido. If we even check the statistics of how many minutes he stays on them, he may not even be performing as much. He may just enter there, pia, aputago, onyo, and we move on to the next person.
No, let YK tell us. YK, you watch the videos. How long does it stay?
And you didn't really let me watch to the end. He was women were very happy. So he would do the video like this.
So wait, YK. I want us to understand something.
All of them,
Wait,
BDCs.
wait. What's BDC again?
Bend down, collect.
Okay, I want us to look at the deeper angle of this.
Yeah.
A woman who is married to a minister. You're a top woman. You're not just any regular woman. But you're willing to come down to that level to be with a man like this, who you probably know that he's all over the place because, hey, 400 is a lot of people. So you probably know he's doing other people, but you just want that because you believe that it will be discreet. Now he records you and you're willingly accepting to record. Is that not also sickening, BC?
Yeah.
That as a woman, so you've gotten to the point in your life where you are willing, you are damning all consequences. That there's a possibility this video will get out, but you don't care.
Yeah.
But you're in your marriage, you've been driven to that point where you don't care. He doesn't touch me. So does that even make sense? Does that make us sick? I want us to know.
That a lot of things don't make sense. A lot of things don't make sense. I was saying to Bimbo this morning, there was an instance in my house. I was dressing. My husband took a picture of me. I flipped. That's my husband. I cannot imagine these women finding it okay to put up camera when you are not shooting, when it's not your trade. You are not in the pornographic industry. And somebody is shooting you, and your face, your full Who visuals is captured?
Excuse
Nima,
me.
Nima, let me,
My
Wake,
partner takes pictures of me, and I'm a very willing participant. I'm very willing. I don't know what you're
say that
talking
outside.
about.
They're gonna hack your phone.
No,
They're gonna hack your phone.
hack my phone.
No,
I'm not ashamed.
Okay,
So
let me go back
cannot
to my
even
point, Nima. Please, there's a point in my head I wanted to make.
The woman that
Shouldn't
gets back
a
to that
woman,
point.
who you know, for example, you are married to, let's just say you are married to the governor of XYZ state. This man, before he became, well, he's not yet a governor, maybe in marriage, he was not active with you, right? He was not sexually active, and you're not getting satisfied. Now, society doesn't encourage the woman to leave that situation. She stays in that situation. Now her husband becomes governor. It's even more difficult. Now she cannot do. Now he's even going. He is meeting his own needs in different places.
Yes, sir.
She's now relegated to the house just to look at the children. Now, shouldn't we begin to have a conversation where women in this situation must be encouraged to move out early, not stay there and then start looking for one small boy in your 70s or your 60s looking for someone to satisfy you?
Wait, Mariah, there are women who do not want to leave.
Exactly.
They built a name, they built a home, they are raising kids, but they just want an outlet to be able to express themselves. It's not like they don't love their husbands anymore, but brother is collecting, means if I need to be satisfied. If you ask them, are you happy in this marriage? They're happy. Are you satisfied in this marriage? They're satisfied. Are your needs met financially and otherwise? They are met. But would you like to break out of this so that you can now have your freedom to do whatever? No, I want to preserve this. I also want to have that. It's a conversation.
Why can't you have it with your husband?
The
husband is not delivering. Are you hearing?
The husband is not delivering. 1, 2. You may have married a man that you did not fall in love with, that you're not is it chemically attracted now, physically attracted to in that way. The man does not make your body do jiggy jiggy, and he's your husband, but he's a good man. He has there's security, there's financing.
So shouldn't you leave that kind of person?
Why? To what? The one that gives you basketballs will be giving you heartbreak.
But you have
so
to...
yeah, but you're just there to collect and go home. You're not getting the point. You don't.
But
want
is
to
it right, Obiajulu? It's not right to collect and go home. Because then, what are we teaching our children? What are we teaching?
But that's the reality that we don't want to talk about.
So instead of getting
that, it's right for men, right?
But instead of getting to that immorality, why can't we begin to encourage women to step aside?
They don't want to step aside. Not all.
Some women, if you know that this man is not giving you jig, move away.
Can I ask you this
marriage in the
question?
first place now.
Can I ask you
for
this
different
question?
reasons.
Okay, so if you step aside from the marriage and you are still collecting from the man, is it still immoral?
Step aside from that, I don't understand. Please.
You said why don't they step away from the marriage?
And divorce.
So if they step away from the marriage and they divorce or whatever, leave the husband, and they go and collect from him, is it still immoral?
You marry somebody else now.
The man is giving them what they need.
Only that man. Only that man.
It's a powerful man.
The point is,
One more.
that man has a wife.
See?
Who looks dissatisfied in the video.
In the picture?
In the picture that I saw. There was a picture of her.
And the family.
Like a passport photo of her. This woman doesn't look happy. He looks talked down at.
Who?
This man's wife.
You're not reading.
He has family
into
of
the
6.
pictures.
That's the pictures you are interpreting. He has family of 6 children, 5 boys. In this patriarchal society where boys be picking, you know do am. He do away. The husbands of those women he's sleeping with are probably sleeping with other people too.
Yes.
And you say their own wives are dissatisfied.
They may also not be dissatisfied. I'm just telling you that people have.
I mean, does this woman look dissatisfied or happy?
The picture of the woman.
You go get picture.
So wait, but do you guys understand the issues here? I don't want to trivialize this issue. This is a deep issue because YK, people see you now. I see YK. I know you are active. It's written all over your face. You're always happy. You're always excited. Your body's always doing shiki. We know that you're active.
Young at heart.
You can tell you're young at heart. You're still wearing heels at the age of 63. Look at, there's nobody that will see you that know that YK is getting. But there are a lot of women that are your age. They're not getting. But people now assume that she's already 60. There's no need. She doesn't need it anymore. But it's a lie. In the 60s, the women still need it, and they pretend as if they don't. That's the point I want us to understand. That there are women out there in their 65, even almost 70, and they're still looking.
There are certain things that are unbelievable and should not even be popularized. That's me.
It's unbelievable.
I cannot sit here and tell you that women's sexual needs are to be underplayed. I'm married.
Yes.
I'm sexually active.
Yes.
I know how important it is for the total well-being of a person. But I find it unbelievable that you would subscribe risk your foundation of your marriage, the peace of mind of your children. See now, imagine his children. I'm sure they'll be in one better school. You have maybe the British something school of their country. And then this morning they will drop them at school. Other parents say, okay, stay away from that child. You would risk the stigmatization of your family, other people that you love. It's such an irresponsible, unaccountable way. So, and you're not even poor. You're not one driver. You're not a toilet cleaner. You're not a poor person. You are the head of the
agency.
Nima, listen. This man did not release the tapes himself.
Yes.
They raided his house and found the tapes. The people who released the tapes are the people who created this problem.
Yes.
He made the tapes. He set camera.
I'm not denying that he made the tapes.
It is
but
absurd.
He did not release these tapes himself. He did not.
So he thinks he will live a lifetime. Even if he's not
only did they release the tapes, they released the tapes that bloggers got a chance to blog it and send to us that we saw it like this.
I have to go on a break.
Can I just read my teacher in secondary school, her comment? She says, Jenny, this man is not just psychologically derailed, he is an adult delinquent.
Thank you.
Okay, let me go.
That in a lifetime, even if he lived to 100 years, he thought that this kind of video of 400 videos of this kind of thing would remain a secret.
Many people die with their secrets.
Let me go on a short break. When we come back, I'd like us to let us bring some real lessons from this, because we can laugh about it, we can joke about it, but as I said, there are layers of issues that we're not addressing, that society has really brought to our fore, and we need to really find a way to thrash it. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.